Hey guys, it's Zach. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I am sick. I'm experiencing pain when I swallow, a disorienting feeling in my head, and swollen glands that feel like little tiny ping pong balls are here. And so I'm gonna go get this taken care of. But I figured, some people have anxiety about whether or not they are gonna get sick while they're in a foreign destination, right? And so maybe to ease your fears, I'm going to navigate the Colombian healthcare system today. So here we go. I'm actually at my friend's. He's going to make sure that I know what I'm doing. And he made me a little tea and a little water. So we're going to keep it moving and try to get better. We'll say this. Freddie makes a mean tea. I look like shit. So we're actually starting out here at this little pharmacy, corner store drogeria, and they're actually going to give me an injection. You can get one over the counter here. Should be an antibiotic and get me where I need to be, as well as a vitamin shot. So, pero estoy aquí con mi mejor amigo Freddy. Drogeria San Jose del Carmen. So if you're here, make sure to visit. I just got a shot in my ass in the back of here in this little room. Freddie's getting a vitamin shot, but oh my God, this would not fly in the United States. But apparently I got a antibiotic, multiple vitamins, and I did buy some stuff for my throat because it really hurts. So yeah, these are available to the public. All right, well, we got our shot in the ass in a sketchy part of town, but I actually can swallow after about 20 minutes without much pain. I mean, it's still pain, but it still kind of hurts. Doc told me to go home, take a nap. We're going to try that. I'll text you guys how I feel after this. Hey, man, I'm not shitting. That shot perked me right up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still like a little icky, but man, I feel overall pretty fucking fantastic. It gave me a boost of energy, and don't judge a book by its cover. This took the taco. We'll see how we feel in a little bit later. Guys, it's 12 hours later, and while my voice hasn't completely healed, everything else about me is perfect right now. I still have energy. I did take a nap a little later in the day. I will say those vitamin injections kind of gave me the zoomies. I felt like one of those dogs that just randomly runs for no reason. But honestly, I feel great. Now, that whole treatment ran me, including the pills that I bought, right? 33,000 pesos, or I'm sorry, 36,000 pesos, which at current rate is between $8 and $9. Actually, it's $9, give or take for, transaction fees. And it's fantastic. Like in the United States, that would have cost, with insurance, it would have cost your copay to go to urgent care, which would be in the neighborhood of $80 US, maybe, depending on what your copay is. Plus any deductible. Plus they probably wouldn't have given you an injection. They probably would have given you what's known, a specific antibiotic. But in Colombia, like that place was $36,000, and I feel right as rain. And it's 12 hours later. Now, there is still a little bit of residual tenderness here, but this morning I couldn't eat or drink without major pain. And now I'm sitting here with just a little bit of a congestion voice, and I feel fantastic. I have my appetite back, my energy back, and for 3 days I barely left this room, as you can tell, because it kind of looks like a war zone. But yeah, a couple other things. If you're going to be here for an extended period of time, have travel insurance. Most places, like where I went today, doesn't count because it was not a clinic, it was a pharmacy, and they gave me what I needed. But if you're gonna take a prolonged period of time in Colombia, like I have insurance, and Colombia often is pay as you go. So you do need to have some savings backed up in case you do need to have some sort of medical procedure, or at least emergency money to get back to the United States United States if it's not critical, because a lot of your insurance providers in the United States will not cover here. But with my travel insurance, whatever I pay comes back to me minus, I think, I'd have to look at my policy, but I think it's minus 15%. And that cost me $822 for the year. And yeah, I might not use it, but it's pretty great. And it comes with some perks like, hey, let's say there's some instability in the region and I need to get home. That hasn't happened in my experience here, but you never know, right? So I can get home and do all the things that I need to do. And they'll reimburse me the cost of my flights, baggage, all that great stuff, as well as provide me health insurance, which I think is the most important thing. And on top of that, there's no such thing really as urgent cares. They all run through these service centers. So everything in Latin America runs through WhatsApp. And if I would have wanted to quadruple that to 160,000 pesos, which is, I don't know, more or less $40. They actually would have sent a doctor to my house to give me this. Now, to give me that shot that I took today, probably would have given me the same thing. So I mean, I saved over $30 just going to the place. Now, that said, I don't think this place would pass American health standards as far as like an injection site. Like, I don't think CVS gives these out. I don't think Walgreens or the equivalent gives it out, but it is a fantastic thing. And it was a very positive experience. I thought I was going to have to go to like an equivalent of urgent care, which I quickly found doesn't exist here. They have clinicas and they have like emergency rooms. And there's very little in between unless you want to, forgive me, I'm adjusting the camera here. There's very little in between, but they gave me an injection and a vitamin shot, and man, my body just reacted to it within, I mean, you saw the video, it was within 20 minutes, I started to feel better. My glands aren't swollen. Actually, fuck, they're not even swollen at all anymore. They were a little big earlier, but 12 hours in and I'm as good as the mill. So I think that's the phrase, right? But yeah, I highly recommend. And by the way, I wouldn't go to a place like this if I did not have people I trust. So big shout out to Freddie Rincon, my best friend here in Colombia. He always has looked out for me. He's treated me like family, and he made sure that I was good. So Freddie, si tu viste eso, muchas gracias para la hospitalidad y para cuidarme. La solo cosa mala de ti es tú eres un hincha de América. Pero no, like, for real, find yourself some Colombian people to, like, don't just hang out with the gringos when you come here. I mean, it's gonna be hard if you're only here for a week or two, but Colombians treat you like family if you try to be part of the community. So like, I really recommend more people get involved with the community here. So those are my takeaways for healthcare that I've experienced today. I don't feel like I had any kind of way to show you guys the healthcare system. Like, I didn't go to a hospital, I didn't go to a clinic. I literally went to a pharmacy and got a shot of antibiotics, and thank God it worked for what I needed it for. So hopefully my voice heals up by Saturday for El Clasico Paisa, which we have a video coming. But yeah, just don't be afraid of getting sick here. It's Medellin, like Medellin, Bogota, and Cali, and Cartagena to a lesser extent. They have medical facilities on par with the United States. They're not as fancy, but you'll get the healthcare you need. Don't let that be a discouragement. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Thank you all very much. I've got some great content coming out, including me coaching American football. So we're really looking forward to bringing you guys some content here in the coming weeks. And yeah, that's what we got. Take care. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the cool stuff.